All right, hello Tenno. Welcome back. If you've been watching this series, this is Warframe TOG. TOG is the older generation, or the other generation, or the ordinary gamer. This is a set of streams starting from the very beginning of the game with a whole new account, all the way up through the new war and beyond, um, aimed at those of us who are older or have poorer reflexes, or at least not godlike reflexes, um, or who can't spot things as easily on the screen, or who are colorblind or have arthritis like me in all my fingers. I'm in my mid 60s, and I've been playing this game for, well, I started playing almost 8 years ago, maybe closer to 9 years. And and then I left it in 2019, and was away for almost 6 years. At that point in time, I was doing a lot of streaming on beginner stuff. I started the whole new couple of accounts under the Grumpy Old Warframe brand, and now I've revived it. I've come back to the game. It's amazing. I still love it, and there's so much more stuff. But the new war nearly killed me, and I realized that there wasn't a lot of content out there focused on those of us who need help getting through some of the really tough bits. Not just strategy, but like how do you work around your lack of reflexes, or your arthritis, or your color blindness, all of which came into play in the new war when I played it. So we've been working on this. We started this on Friday. I am now on my Mastery Rank 5 test because it's limited to one Mastery Rank a day. We're going to do that at the beginning of this. And we're going to get a whole bunch of stuff, including an extractor deployment. I haven't done any extractors yet. I don't remember what this one is.
Tenno are more than just fighters.
Oh, this is a hacking test. That's one. Whoops. And that's two. Ah. That's three. Four. Five. None of these are all that complicated unless you have practice. When you get one like this, definitely work on the outside first. Get it all lined up, and it'll just, the center one will just solve itself.
This test is now complete.
All right.
Complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Let's see. I'm probably already ready for Master Rank 6 again, because I have been ranking up far faster than getting affinity far faster than I can do the Master Rank tests. Yes, we have a.
Would you care to check your mail?
Oh, I don't have it yet. How close am I? I'm probably pretty close, but I will probably get it soon. I'm not as close as I thought. Ooh, I've got a ways to go. I have a new Warframe in the queue. I am currently using, let's see, right now, do we have anything I can acquire? I can acquire, oh, all right, so Cypher, I definitely want to acquire that and build another one of them. I've got a Forma. I've got the 3 pieces of Frost that I started building yesterday. 1, 2, 3. And I've got the Kraken, which is a new secondary weapon. So I'll claim all that. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to look down here, and somewhere down here should be Frost itself. I'm going to start building that because I want a defensive frame. Now, the other one that I want to build is, if we look at our stuff here, I have all the blueprints for Wukong, but I do not have um, the extra argon crystals or plastids. So I'm not going to start building him quite yet. I will want him soon because he is the OP frame for spy and is great for quick run missions like capture and things like that as well. He's next on my list after Frost. We have the Thornback, which we're ranking up. We're still ranking up the Sicarus, although now we have another one to go after that, which is the Kraken. It doesn't really matter. I don't use my secondaries all that much. Broken War, I could swap out for Broken Scepter. But I'm not going to, because right now we're about to go and do some new stuff. Rhino is max rank. I could start again. I got a free Oberon this week, but it doesn't feel right for me to be doing Oberon in this particular case without at least going on how you would get him normally. So I'm not going to touch the Oberon. The free Oberon is still available if you haven't gotten them yet by just logging in until I think Tuesday night, maybe Wednesday. Don't quote me on it. But it's a free gift to anyone who logs in within 1 week of the Valis Undermine, which was released last Wednesday. We're going to go and try something new here. Now, before I do anything else, I have one bit of housekeeping that must be done. I started working on the Perrin sequence yesterday, or maybe the day before, when I got to Mastery Rank 3. And yes, that is a good choice in things, but it is not the choice we want to be working towards. And in fact is kind of diametrically opposed to one of the things we do need, which is the Arbiters of Hexus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the I'm going to switch my pledge to Cephalon Suda. Cephalon Suda will get me things that I need. I sat down and worked out a roadmap for Act 3 and realized, oh, I'm going to need certain mods for certain Warframes that are only available in Cephalon Suda and Arbiters of Hexus right now. So I'm going to work on Cephalon Suda. The advantage of doing that instead of working on Arbiters of Hexus is that while it is opposed to Red Veil, and that will drop, and it is the enemy of New Loka, and that will drop, okay, it will not affect our Perrin sequence at all. I could actually switch back and forth between these two without any trouble whatsoever. The downside is, if I do that, I'm going to run into some issues. Later on, what I'll probably do is I'll take Cephalon Suda, okay, which is allied with the Arbiters of Hexus, and I will mix them with maybe the Perrin sequence, so that I can at least keep 3 things up alive. I want to have 3 things that are, you can actually get as many as 4 positive easily once you max rank the first 2. It's not hard to do, but generally speaking, early on until you've max ranked, the most you're going to get is 3 that are positive, and then the other 3 are going to go down because you've got to be switching back and forth. I am switching to Cephalon Suda. I need to go back and change my pledge to Cephalon Suda. Okay.
Curious, but pleasing.
Okay, so now I'm pledged to Cephalon Suda. It's that easy. You can do that at any time. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get back up, and Arbiters of Hexus is going to go back up at the same time, while New Loka is going to go down. That's okay. I can live without New Loka for a little while. All right. Eventually, you'll want to level up all of them, and there is a very very tricky balancing act you can do once you've leveled up all of them at least once. Um, that basically means go from change your pledge constantly in order to rank up some while you're lowering others and staying within that 5 range. Um, but it's a hard balancing act. So I'm going to switch to Cephalon Suda just to speed things up a little bit. We have 18,000 standing we can use for that. Because we have switched to Cephalon Suda, guess what? We have now some. Oh no, we don't have any syndicate missions for that. I have to get to the that 5,000. So we're gonna move on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some open world bounties. There's a couple of reasons we need to do these open world bounties. One is we need lenses. We have no lenses other than the one that's on our Rhino, and we need to build up our focus a lot. Okay, so our first step is we are going to go to Cetus. I'm going to do some bounties there. Okay, and I'm going to do them on all 3 worlds tonight, and then we're going to wrap up. I'll do probably 2, maybe 3, depends on timing. So we're going to go there. Oh wait, it is currently, I've got 53 minutes in daytime on Cetus, which is good, because right now I don't want to be going out on the plains of Eidolon at night. I could. We have everything we need to do that. But I would prefer not to do that yet. I will be introducing nighttime missions in Cetus in a later stream. So, actually, I don't know why I'm going here. I'm going straight to Kanzu. Kanzu's going to give me bounties. Okay. I haven't done any of these bounties yet for Kanzu. So we're going to start with 1. Maybe we'll work our way up to number 3. 1, 2, and 3. Only 3 is going to give us the lens that we need. Okay. But we might get interesting things from every one of these, including the Gara blueprints. Which will be useful later on. So let's go find the hidden artifact. Oh, let me make sure I'm not in solo. I'm not in solo. Good.
Telling me an important Orican relic is being unearthed by the Grinean. The Quills would like this relic back, and I would like to keep the Quills happy. Will you oblige?
Alright, these missions are not hard. I'm going to do my iron thing. I'm going to take my F1, and we're going to go help defend that drone, which the other people in this squad have already acquired. And they may have already brought it there, but they're losing its health in it drastically right now. Let's see if I can save this before we lose. Oh, it made it. Okay, good. Alright.
I've learned of an Ostron miner who was captured by the Grineer. Bring him home.
So this is a prisoner, find the prisoner type that situation.
There's the captain. Take out the guards. But be warned, the prisoner has been struck with a bomb collar. Detection won't start the countdown to detonation. You've been detected. Hurry up and free the prisoner before that collar explodes. The guards are down. Defuse
I
the
just
collar
used a
now.
cipher
You freed the prisoner.
to do that
Now
quickly.
escort to safety.
And now we have to escort them to safety. Where is our safety marker? Right over here. It's pretty easy. Where are they at? There they are.
To that liner, we have new leads on the relic's location.
So far, pretty easy. We got a bonus for that.
They're trying to hide the relic on us in the hopes we'll forget about it and call the search off. Search the caches near my waypoint to recover it.
I hear one. Where the heck is that cache? Ah, it's probably up here. Yep. All right. So that's one cache down. We still have two more to find. Here's the second cache. And we have one more to find. Probably closer to the center. Has to be here somewhere. Oh, it might be down here. It shrunk. It might not be down here. I'm gonna... There we go. And we got a Garrett Tracy blueprint. Now all we have to do is figure out how to get out of here. I always hate this because it's not so obvious how to get out. Let's see. I believe it's over here. Nope, it's further over. There it is. Oh. Alright, and we have to get out of the planes to finish the mission properly. Which is not hard to do. Alright, where's my lock pin? There it is. The lock pin is what I'm using to make markers in the open worlds that remain forever. So I set up one at the entrance to Cetus so I can always find it without having to look around and see where it is.
My favorite ghoul is the one that rips the maggot head off.
And that's a bounty mission in from Cetus in the Plains of Eidolon. That's the simplest one. One of the reasons that we held off so long to do this is we did want that Arcwing. Getting around the plains of Eidolon without the Arcwing is so much harder. Okay, and we got the Gara chassis blueprint, which is great to get that on the very first mission. And we got some Ostron standing, which is even better. But that's the key reason to do these, is we need standing with all of these groups. Okay, so we go back to Kanzu. I'm going to do another bounty. We're going to go to the second bounty. We could do that first bounty again. That would be perfectly okay. But as you can see, that's pretty easy for where we're at.
Let's make them find out a little faster. Cut off their supplies.
Kanzu is right. The Grineer can never be allowed to live comfortably on the plains. Let's make this place as inhospitable as possible for them.
Now, can you imagine jumping across the plains to get to this waypoint? That's a long distance to go without having an Arcwing. It's a very long distance.
My ghouls could be anywhere.
So look, I hear one. At least I thought I heard one. Yep. There's one around here somewhere. There it is. One down. I hear a second one. I think he's up there. Yep. Oh, it's easier to just climb up this way. And go over this way. There it is. That's two.
But we should try again.
Now, I thought I heard one around here, but
Last cash, you sent a message.
alright, so we got some money for that and extra standing. So this is just an exterminate side mission here. Each of these has a specific mission type. They're very similar to other missions that you might run into. So this is an exterminate mission. And I have plenty of enemies to fight. And plenty of geometry to get stuck on. not telling us how many enemies we have to get rid of. So this isn't quite an exterminate mission. This is something different. Ooh, network not responding. That's not a good sign. Do we have to? We might have to go underground for this one. Yep. This one I think we do have to go underground for. Oh, now we need 50. Because we are in the actual area that we needed to be in, which was underground. It's not always very clear whether you need to go underground for this or not. But this one does want us. How did I miss? There you are. There's that. Nope. Okay, so I've run out of enemies down here. I got to go back up or further down. And this is why I like my Taxon with its R-Tax right now, is he's really good at spotting the enemies. We might get that bonus. That'd be nice. Wow. Way over here. Nope. Has to be more enemies around here somewhere. There we go.
Now it's time to send them running. Force them out of their camp.
So now we gotta go liberate the camp, which requires us to go all the way back up again. Now it may seem like that cave is a little bit hard to navigate, and it is, but with practice you will get through all these different caves. Let's see, where are we at? Not that far away. I'll go slow to let these guys come back.
You've reached the location. Clear out any nearby hostiles.
Any more guys around here? There's got to be another hostile somewhere. Ah, there he is. Just had to get a little further away from him.
You captured the location. Do not let them retake it.
Alright, our goal here is to keep the control level up. And to do that, we need to find the enemies that are coming in. Somewhere, there's a group of enemies. There's got to be more enemies around. Where the hell are they? This is my biggest problem with the Plains of Eidolon, is I can't see the enemies on the loot radar very clearly. Oh, there's a group back here. And we kept our control area above 50, which is good.
Starve them out of
And it got Garrus Systems, says this one.
This isn't their house or their home.
And a Grim Fury, which is a new stance. Oh, that's not a good launch point. Oh. I don't know why he left the squad, but maybe he wants to go do something else rather than extract. It is possible to select another mission from certain points in this I hit a tree. Alright, one more mission with the Ostron. We should max out our initial standing. We're going to do the level 3 mission.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack.
Which is probably overkill, but this one might get us a lens. Or even 2 lenses if we're lucky. Or it could get us Vigilante Fervor or Gladiator Vice or Augur Pact, one of the
One more off the docket. Top 2.
good mods you can get from
We'll say some high-up commanders
the Plains of Eidolon.
troops. Sent by the queens, they say. So, send the queens a message. Their troops are not welcome near Cetus.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Oh goodness, and it's a drone and we're not there. I'm gonna stay with the drone in the air so maybe I can see where we're going. What is going on here? Why did you guys... What is wrong with the pathing on this drone? It's going this way. Okay, so that thing we do not want to be fighting, especially while we're doing a drone. But I'll keep it busy for a bit. Okay. We want to keep it away from the drone if we can. Oh, somebody, we've actually taken it out, maybe. Somebody's got to have a good frame for that. Meanwhile, this drone has so much more to do.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Ooh, there's a lot of enemies near here. Oh yeah, somebody's got a pretty good weapon right now. At least compared to us. We do not have a particularly great ranged weapon right now. There's the lens. Remember I was saying we needed lenses? There's one.
Scanning the drone systems. Here we go. Stand by for coordinates. I found the commander's camp. Liberated from guerrilla control. You've reached the location. Clear out any nearby hostiles. The location is ours. Wait. Incoming assault. Don't let them retake this territory.
And we're here. Yeah. I heard them somewhere.
The commander has one less place to hide.
And there we go. We got an auger pack for the second round of this.
The commander is having special supplies sent in just for him. Intercept the shipment and destroy it. Among these troops is a resupply beacon. Find it and take it. There's the supply beacon. Grab it so I can call in a drop. Supplies are dropping now. Destroy them. Take that supply beacon and I will call in the drop.
We're looking for the marker. It's going to do a thing.
Comes the supply
There's a
drop.
box in there which we have to go destroy right away, which we did.
There's the supply beacon. Grab it so I can call in the drop. That's the last pod. Destroy the supplies.
And we're done with that
He and his
stage.
subordinates are all trying to deflect blame. Let's see if they drop any more intel.
Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
Our
Now,
commander has run out of options. Find him at the waypoint and capture him for me. I have questions I want him to
this
answer.
is pretty easy. All you do is
Officer
kill
is
him
nearby.
and
Track them
capture
down.
him.
There's the officer. Capture them.
Already done. Ooh, we got some good mods.
Lotus has the commander in custody. He won't be sleeping too good tonight.
And we got a bonus Revenant Systems blueprint. So that's how you do bounties in Cetus. We're going to do the same thing in Fortuna, and then on in the Necrolisc on Deimos. And now you can see why this lock pin is useful, because no matter where you are in the Plains of Eidolon, you can see the marker. We're going to do the same when we get into the Orb Valis in Fortuna, and the same on Deimos. I do not want to join another mission right now. Sorry, no. I want to leave the squad, which it did. Good. Yes. So people will sometimes go out there. There are places in the plains where you can go and schedule another mission. Okay. Without having to come back to Cetus. And some people will do that, and then you get a voting thing. If you decide against it, you leave the squad and finish up where you're at. Which, right now, if you can see, I probably maxed out my Ostron standing. And we have a bunch of stuff, including another Garrus Systems. Wait. I thought I got a Revenant out of that. Maybe that's a bonus. Because it's a bonus, it doesn't look in there. Okay, so that was kind of weird. Let's see what happens when I go to Kanzu.
The Uman provides all.
Okay, in order to rank up with Kanzu, I don't have enough Iridite or Nisselpod. I'm going to have to go hunt that the next time I'm back here just to rank him up, but we've maxed out what we can do with him right now. So I'm going to go leave Cetus, and we're going to move on to the Orb Valis in Fortuna. So you're going to want to, if you can, max out all of these guys, because you need to get them all to the top ranks as much as you can. We do have a rank up for Cephalon Suda already. Okay, and this we definitely want to do. I have everything I need for that. I'm going to do it. Okay, so now we're competent. We're going to get a Shield Osprey Spectre, which I will redeem because that's the only thing that's worth redeeming. If you notice, this has gone up a little bit and this has gone down a little bit. We will eventually have to give the Arbiters of Hexus something just to get to 0 again. Okay, but it is what it is. Okay, at least these guys aren't going to go down anymore. Steel Meridian will stay right where they're at. Red Veil will go down slowly as well, however. So this one's going to come up and these two are going to go down as long as we're here. But that's okay. Wait, is Red Veil? Am I reading that right? Yeah, that's opposed to Cephalon Suda. We're allied with the Cephalon. No, Cephalon Suda is opposed to Red Veil and enemies of New Loka. Okay. So the New Loka will go down negative. So this will be negative, this will be negative, and this will be negative. And this one will become positive eventually. This one's just going to stay where it's at until I decide to go and do more for him or do something else. All right. So our second thing we're going to do here is we're going to come in and we're going to go to Venus. Okay. And we're going to go to Fortuna in Venus. And then we pick a column 1 because if you go to the busy ones, it's really busy. There's a lot of people there. Okay, so just like before, we can go straight to our guy by going to Utico.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displaced thermia has to go somewhere. Now we've got thermia fractures threatening to roast Fortuna. Neff can fix this, but he won't. Instead, he's got that mucking exploiter orb harvesting the surface thermia for quick profit. Get out there, locate a fracture, and I'll help you seal it. Oh, and Sparkly, you run into that exploiter orb out there, you leg it. Once she ices up, nothing can touch her.
Okay, so that's just a thing. There's a event going on where there are thermia fractures that we could seal. We might or might not do any of that stuff when we go out there. It depends on a lot of things. This is going to be the same sort of thing. We're going to do bounties. And the bounties will take us to different areas, and we'll see what we can do.
Roki was wondering if you'd help her out. The vent poppers are short on parts. Would you mind nicking some K-drive bits from the corpus?
Hold on for...
There's a big shipment coming in. Just not sure where it's headed. Maybe I can find a lead. Try this. The drone network gets antsy in the lead up to major deliveries. Let's dial that down. Break into this control station and lower the alert level.
Okay, so we have to reach the secure area. Just like the planes of Eidolon, we can use arc wings. This one is we're going to go into a complex and hack it.
They take their security seriously here. Trip an alarm and they could slag their entire databank in response. So be sodding careful.
Oh, this doesn't actually lead where I wanted to go. Okay. So, alright, that was not helpful. We have to go back this way. And come in this door instead. Been a while since I've been in here, so... Okay. So getting to the right spot, which is below us, is a little bit tricky, but it's doable. You just have to make sure you go over that and take out the camera right away.
Trip the alarm. It's low level, Sparky. Yank that data.
And we hit a cipher to get it quickly. So we tripped the alarm, but we did get it.
Alert level dropping to green. Good job.
There's a lot of ways through here. I'm not the best at sneaking.
The drive, then protect it. Once I've ripped its data mass, get out of there.
Well, we got to go up this way, right? Oh, now this thing is interesting. If we wanted to do a thermia fracture, we've got a canister. I might do it if I run into one. Alright. We need to do arc. Oh, we can't launch from there. If you double tap quickly on your arc wing, you will do that little teleport ahead thing. This is the coil drive thing. We're going to activate a trap and kill all these guys.
Then get down there. Remember, if I'm going to rip its data mass, we need that coil drive in one piece. Do you see it? It's headed right for the trap.
So it's coming from over there. So we want to hide on this side. You don't want to be seen by it, because that means it won't hit the trap when you think it will, when you want it to. If they spot you on the way in, they will stop before they hit the trap. And then you have to go and do stuff to it. Oh, it must have seen the trap. I don't know how that happened, but I guess I have to go after it.
Perfect. Coil drive disabled. And the board just lit up. Corpus response is en route. Get me access to that data mass as quick as you can.
And then we got to defend it for a little bit against the incoming Corpus. We're apparently doing this solo, so this is going to be a little bit tougher than usual. But at least it's a simple mission.
Getting there. Keep that coil drive in one piece for a little longer.
Alright.
Files extracted, and they'll all be laid around on that coil drive. Whatever it's carrying is all yours. Okay, analyzing data.
We have one more mission, I believe.
Heads up! The parts Roki needs are beaming into the marked facility. Get over there and nab them before the Corpus can transport them out.
And we're going back in here again.
Search the area. Nef Anio's supply caches are somewhere around here. Get him before the Corpus do.
Oh, I hear one. There's got to be another way into there. Yep, there it is. One cache.
First cache. Two to go.
I hear a second cache.
The second cache. That leaves just one more and I can signal for pickup. Oh, yes. Sparky, they've left their manifest. Hack it and find out where the rest of our loot is.
If you hack one of these, it'll tell us where the third one is. And we got it with 5 minutes remaining.
All done. Roki's already working out how to use it all. She says they're gonna spike it up super loud all night. Oh, good. Good.
There's something that I opened up here and didn't grab. Oh, I can't grab it. Sometimes you can't grab the, That's not what I want to go to. I need to get... here. This is where we're going. So we're pretty much done. I still have this thing that I got from the one orb. The one mini orb. So I might fly around and see if I can find a thermia fracture. I don't know how that works, actually. I've never been used this particular open world scenario. That's a fishing spot. I don't see thermia fractions here. The last time I saw one, it was out around this way somewhere. Like this. That's a fracture.
If Neff won't do anything about these fractures, we'll do it for him. Let's get this fracture sealed.
Okay, so I don't know how you seal it.
Defensive positions. Do not let them destroy the canister.
Oh, it's a defense thing after you've got that. So basically place a canister there and then defend it for a while. For quite a while, apparently. There's a lot of defending needed here. I don't know what that is. But that's something else. Oh man. Okay, remember I said squad energy restorers I needed? It's an F7. There we go. Oh, not in time. With another F7, because I'm going to need energy to keep doing this. We are somehow managing to keep the heat on me and not on the canister, though, which is great. But look at how much we are. And you know, I'm going to do a 3 and start doing more damage. We have to collect the diluted. No, I don't think so. I think one of those fractures solo is enough right now. So, so we're gonna get our Arcwing and go right back to Fortuna, which is just up here. Oh, and we didn't do one of the things I planned to do. There's our Taxon. I'm collecting a couple of loot crates. There's always some decent loot crates around here. Well, there's usually some decent loot crates. Oh, there's one. Okay. So remember I said we like to put lock pins at entrances? Here's one where we're going to put it. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to select the lock pin. We're going to call it, if I can type, entrance. We're going to put the Voxellaris symbol on there, and we're going to turn it this color. And we're going to show it in HUD. And we'll confirm it, and now we have a marker that will always be here so that we can find the gate wherever we're at. We got a toroid out of that. Toroids are really useful things to have. We got training debt bond. Those are used for more stuff. So we're going to go and do a second level mission.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground.
And this is a hunter-killer one.
Less running training drills. Fresh units on maneuvers all over. Good opportunity to kneecap.
At least this one we're not doing solo. Ooh. At least this is fairly close. All right, so these are these little container crates. You get close to them, it drains your shield a little bit. You have to take out the things that are in the area that are trying to take these crates away from you. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Alright, let's finish this crate.
Case retrieved.
Alright, and we got that one.
We've got more coming in.
Definitely take out the beacon. Look for another crate. Get close to it and defend!
That's one for us.
That's another one down. Or will you?
Shipment. Move fast.
We need to get over here. Let's go to another one of these. That one's already in use. Let's come up here.
Look for points of second beam. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of it.
There we go.
Feel like you believe any of the light fittings.
We managed to get enough of them.
Info is golden. Here's what we're gonna do. Nev's cranked up the surveillance. That's gonna make it hard for us to move. I need you to get those eyes off us. Trash as many drones as you can, fast. You've got a narrow window to get this done before Nef's crew realizes what you're doing. Move fast.
Alright, so this is not good because I'm not seeing a lot of drones. We need more drones. Come on, drones. We're just looking for drones. Did I see one? There's one. Gotta be more drones. Alright, somewhere there's gotta be more drones. There have to be more drones around here somewhere. I don't know if we're going to make this with 4 minutes. We might not even make this at all at the rate we're going. We need more drones. There's more drones. I might leave that thing just so that it summons more drones. There's got to be drones around here somewhere.
Keep going. Take out the same amount again for this to be worth.
We've got half the drones and we've still got 4 minutes to go, so that might be doable. We just need more drones. Are there any under here? No, but okay, we've got too many alert beacons now. We do have to keep them down. There should be some more drones around here somewhere. There's a lot of enemies to kill.
You're a mean little fool, you wanna be? I even like it. I know where you need to go.
Alright. Where do we need to go?
You know what? Let's wrap this up. Endgame. Maximum destruction. Every corpus unit is a target. Give them the business.
What the heck is going on here? Alright, we need to go... Where? Over this way.
Once they clock what you're doing, they'll react. Then it's all diminishing returns. Time's short. Go, go, go.
Now these, we don't have to worry about them being drones. We can just kill enemies. Alright, so this one we're going to finish in time.
They think they're
And there we go.
from a 10 assault force. I wish you could hear this. Sparky, you make my day.
And we got Gara from the Plains of Eidolon. We get Garuda blueprints from Fortuna. Alright, and we get stuff, as usual. Shelter depth bonds, just like everything else is used for, you can turn it in for standing. Our Solaris United standing is not maxed out yet, so we're going to max it out with one more mission.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much.
And we'll do this third mission, and we might get a lens out of this.
Thermia has to go
And we'll see what happens.
Now, get moving. We're short. Neff's up to something. Personnel transfers, strange shipments, odd silences. I tasked an agent on the inside with finding out more, and then they went quiet. Find out what you can, and, if we have to, finish the agent's mission.
Okay.
The lead. Listen up. For this mission to succeed, we need a Corpus drone. Take it down, I'll hotwire it and get it to our engineers ASAP. Corpus drone right there. Take it down and I can start my hand.
Let's take out the guys who are... Alright, where'd that drone go? It's literally down here.
All through teleport to a destination of our choosing, where one of our people is waiting to pick it up.
And now we got to defend it against.
Keep them off the drone till I'm finished with
Where's the drone? Ah. All right, where's our drone? Oh, the drone was destroyed.
Gotta let this one go, Sparky.
That's the problem with doing some of these when you've got extra people and they aren't here yet. See, he was sitting way over here, joined us, and... All right. So he's left the thing. I'm going to go back in and we're going to do it again. Yeah, there were more ads on that than there should have been because there was another guy and he wasn't there. So we'll try it again. We didn't get much for that. And we'll try it one more time.
Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much green. And remember, you never heard of me, you never heard of Solaris U. Neff's up to something. Personnel transfers, strange shipments, odd silences.
So here we have a second and a person involved, at least.
Find out what you can, and if you have to, finish the agent's mission.
Oh, we were already to this point. I better get over there so that I can help them defend against for this. Alright.
Our engineers want a closer look at Corpus drone architecture. Take it down and we'll go from there.
Is he coming? I'm not going to rush to the drone until he gets closer. Because he's just sitting there. There he comes. Alright.
One drone as ordered. Knock it down, Sparky. We gotta hack that thing.
Now, if I kill everything before I disable the drone, there'll be less stuff to worry about. And here we go. Now we can disable the drone.
One hack coming up, and then a quick teleport into our custody.
Okay. So now at least we have two people here.
Try to wreck it rather than let us take it. Hold them off while I get this done.
Where's our drone? He's taking damage. We gotta kill some more guys. We're getting close though here. I just gotta find more guys to kill. Stay close to this thing.
Bad guys are on the run.
There we go.
Of stragglers.
We did it. Almost lost that drone too.
She's ours now. engineers will have something for us in just a second. Corpus cargo is meticulously tracked. Shipment incoming. We get lucky and one serial number might just point us in the right direction. Check every last crate.
I'm gonna wait again for him to catch it. He's got an Arcwing. He
This is
just
the
didn't
TOG.
use it last
New
time.
shipment about to teleport in. Taken for all they're worth. Every last crate. Corpus Obelisk reporting first shipments being down. That's your cue, Sharky. We've got more coming in. Pick 'em up.
Oh man. There we go. I'm finally getting one.
That's one for us. Another shipment. Move fast. Rockets made off this one. Be more careful. Retreat. Another shipment. Move fast. Got it.
Alright. We gotta get to this one.
Obelisk reports a second beamer. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of it.
Alright, we got another one.
Got more coming in. Pick 'em up.
Boy, I need a better range weapon. There we go, we got it.
So long, you fridge-faced pack of hoses. We're out. Right, let's see what we have here. Yes, this is nice. This is what I know. Our agent hid her field notes in a data vault deep in the heart of Nest facility. Get in there and retrieve those notes before they're destroyed.
Alright, this is another one of those. Get into this facility and try not to set off the alarms before you have too much trouble.
We're nearing the secure area. Watch out for patrols and security measures. The enemy will destroy the data if they detect.
Okay, this is a tough one as I recall. Okay, you got to get over these lasers. which is easily done. Then I think it was you come over here. You have to go down. I believe there is a something. Is it on the other side of this? Maybe it's up. There it is. And then you bypass it.
Weapon shipments, troop movements, security targets. So this is what America's
Oh, I didn't want to go down here.
dearly for this info. But it's
That's another way in. I really want to go back up. What am I thinking? Or around, at least. This way, yes. Follow the bouncing lock pin. This is why we have it. It will tell us how to get out of here as well. The fastest way. And then all we have to do is go to the exit and extract. And that's why we have lock pins. Lock pins tell us how to get out. We gotta wait a little bit because he's not as fast at getting out as we are. He's probably looting in there. I wouldn't be surprised. But that's okay because all we care about was finishing this. We're going to leave this at this point. It's 10 o'clock. I was going to go do Deimos and do 3 missions there as well, but I just don't have the time. So I am going to do a couple of things here, though. Oh, and there he is. And we got a bunch of stuff, including a Garuda thing. Now, we do have a goal here that we won't...
quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant
Oh,
into the
no
copper line.
bounties.
We could use you.
Solaris United standing. Rank up.
Solaris United
We
don't
don't have enough training debt bonds. We will have to get one more. The way we will get them is through bounties. If you look at the first bounty, we'll have to repeat it again in order to get another one of those, in order to rank up. So we'll do that next time. We do definitely need to rank up.
copy that.
The reason we need to rank up is here on Smokefinger.
I am Smokefinger, antiquarian, historian, and now, through a bewildering series of circumstances, an avid geophile. That is to say, I am interested in soil and all the things that may be found in it. Let me show you what I mean.
Okay, so the key thing here to know about Smokefinger is that he has the sun... Oh, I can actually get the Sun Point Plasma Drill right now because I have the 5,000. I'm going to do that. This drill is the only drill you will need. You will need it for mining, and it's available right away. Later on, we're going to need blueprints for all these gemstones types that we can get out of what we've mined. Okay, and much later down the line, when we have maxed out our Solaris standing, the reason we want the Sunpoint Plasma Drill, in addition to being able to sorry, in addition to be able to drill rare gems on any landscape, you can upgrade it. There are two upgrades. One is to make it silent. That's important because drilling is not silent normally. It will attract enemies if you do it. So make it a silencer. It's really nice. The other one is to increase the range. Okay. Both of these are huge for this Sunpoint Plasma Drill. So we're going to get that. That's going to be the only drill we ever need. And at some point, probably in either the next stream or the stream following that, I will show you how to do mining. So I'm going to purchase this. There we go. We are down to 2,500 standing instead of the 5,000. But we can get that back with another bounty mission or two.
Interesting. I theorized it had a role to play not just in Dak's weapon manufacture, but in creating Warframes themselves. Just a theory. Just a theory.
Okay. You can also get standing from trading gems if you happen to have any gems. I actually happen to have some gems, much to my shock. I also have universal medallions that I could trade. Okay, so I could get quite a bit of stuff from these gems, but I'm not going to. The only ones that are really worth it are these, and there are much better uses for gems. So unless you are flush with hundreds of gems, I would rarely use this for any purpose whatsoever. Universal medallions, I'm going to save for other people. So the other place where we can get standing here, okay, so in addition to being able to get kit guns, which are like the Zaws of Cetus, kit guns are weapons that are guns that are manufactured from multiple parts. We can get fishing spears from here. We can get a trank gun. Oh, we should probably get a trank gun. Oh, that's the Moas. I'm sorry.
It's Thursby! Look what Biz and Unico put together. Top shelf parts. Not just that, Biz gave me enough spare stock to stock my own shop. Legs, pets, and parts. That's my new name, Legs. Don't call me Thursby no more. I've got a new body, new store, new hook, new name. Come back anytime, and Legs will build you a mower just for you.
Moas are a type of pet. I forgot. That's not where I wanted to go, though. What I really wanted to go to... where is our conservation guy? Mining gear? Crafted Moas? Maybe I need to be a higher level. So you can go to the ticker.
Well, look at you, Patino. Fine, kind, and benign. Ticker can spot an ambidexter a block away. And Stardust, you ain't it. So listen, and listen tight. My real line is debt forgiveness. Charity. You buy some poor rig jockey's debt, and they sidestep brain shelving. Every sinner's a winner. Now, I'd appreciate you keeping this little old conversation to yourself. And when I ask you for help, you look me in my baby blues and say, yes.
I have to say I really like Ticker's personality. You can, for a certain amount of credits, purchase a series of debt bonds. It costs you money and parts and quite a lot of parts, actually, if you look at that. And you may get debt bonds for these, like the training debt bonds you can get for this, only 14,000. If I really wanted to get debt bonds, I could do that here. If I happen to have the correct stuff. Okay, I don't have any of the stuff for purchasing debt bonds. But the other thing that we can do here is trade in debt bonds for standing. Training debt bonds are worth 100, shelters are worth 200, medical, all the way up to 500 for the familial, which is the highest level debt bond. These are better off saved for the trading later on. You can use them for a lot of things. I like to use them because they are also used as components in crafting things. So I would hold off on trading any of this stuff, but it is available.
I'll be here till it's me on those.
Okay, so that is our first two open worlds. We will visit the third one later and do a couple of missions there. There are some things that we do want to do when we get a chance. We have some alerts that expire in 9 days. We'll want to do those if we can. We will probably want to do some Nightwave stuff. If you notice, we have gotten one Thermia Fracture, which is not going to get us any rewards at all. We need to seal 5 in order to get the Buried Debts emblem at the minimum thing. If we look at the actual event, this is the event. Okay, these are the Thermia Fractures. If you look, you'll get the Buried Debts emblem. All that is a decorative. The amalgam mods you can get at 25 and 50 are not bad. Okay, and the Opticore Vandal that you can get at 100 is a lot. But notice it's the rewards. If you've done them already, they aren't worth that much. If they're brand new and you can do them with a group, I recommend doing it that way. The amalgam mods could be useful. Unfortunately, you can't actually see what they are. Ooh, no. I did not want to do that. And I can't abort right now. This was not my intention. I didn't realize that clicking on it would immediately... Normally it gives me a few seconds. Okay. And I can't even get out of the loading screen. Okay. We can't sync, apparently. Or we're having trouble syncing. And I'm getting out the second I get into this. Yeah. That was not my intention to do that. And if I apologize to whoever those two people were. Yeah, that was definitely not an intention of mine. All right. Let's see. What else needs to be dealt with right now? Anything? I did want to do one last thing. And it'll probably take us a few minutes. I'm going to go into solo mode for this. Just because. And I'm going to go look at our syndicate missions. I now have some Cephalon Suda stuff. Okay. So there's an exterminate mission on Mercury. I'm going to go do that one. Oh, it's locked. Darn it. Well, there's a mobile defense mission on Mars. There's a rescue mission. I don't want to do a rescue mission. I guess we'll do the mobile defense mission on Mars. Wait a minute. Let's see. How far away is that? That's Elion Mercury.
Wait,
Do I have
it's just the corpus peddling their wares.
Elion?
The emergency frequency.
I got to do a rescue mission to get to Elion. I didn't want to do that. I'll do this next time. There is. We did this last night, and unfortunately, we got 7 of things, and then all of a sudden now it's giving us.
Be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all. Dreamers.
Now it's telling us, oh, we need to find 5 syndicate medallions. Well, we just found some. So we're not going to get this. We're certainly not going to get this. We're nowhere close to having Incarnons. And we don't have any Shawzins. We will eventually do this, but we have 4 days to do it. We can do this on the weekend. We have almost 3 days to do this. Okay, 2 days and 21 hours. So we have until Friday. We'll probably do a stream tomorrow, or I'm going to try and get that Syndicate medallion. Killing enemies with finishers is another good one that we can do tomorrow. I'm not going to try. I've tried doing the heavy slam attack, and I'm just not doing it. So we're going to try and get a couple of these done, and maybe the Iatran treasure tomorrow, just to max out what we can do in our daily, weekly Nora stuff, because that will give us another 6,500. That'll bring us up to 8,000. And then by Friday, what will happen is, since there's only going to be these 2, the dailies will refresh. We'll probably be able to get to this Nora's Mix credit 50 before we're done. And that's good enough, because notice in 5 days and 15 hours, Nora's Mix Volume 9 will end. And then we'll have to spend all of our credits. We have 100. 150 will get us some nice stuff. The main things to look for. Let's see, actually, are there any new mods? Because this was refreshed since the last time I looked at this. Tigris. Tigris is not a bad gun. But I don't know about that particular one. Squad receiving a 3 health regen is not too bad. Eximus Advantage gets you secondary damage for 600. That's not all that great. Magnus. Squad getting extra health. Metamorphic Magazine. None of these are particularly great mods. Now, Recharge Barrier is a nice Volt Augment. Let's see. And Focused Acceleration for Tetra. No, I don't see anything else here. We will probably end up spending a lot of that stuff on Monday, buying up things like Nitane extracts, maybe some Kuva, probably another Orican reactor. Just because I don't see any real use for these mods. But notice this get refreshed in 4 days and 21 hours. Okay. And she's going for another 18 hours past that. So there'll be a new set of things on Monday morning, which we can use to possibly buy things. There'll also be able to get last minute stuff. But if you notice, after this Nora's Mix Volume 9 credit, the next 2 awards, this one is it's nice. It's a nice cosmetic for Parallax when and if we get Parallax. And if we wanted to get a particular Kavat fur color, we could use that. But I don't think we're going to get to the Shotgun Riven mod. I doubt very much we'll get the extra weapon slots before this all gets a chance to reset. And then we'll be in Nora's Mix Volume 10. And that we should max out. We did these first 4, since Friday. We will probably get to 6 by Sunday. and maybe even get to 7 by the time we're done. So it's not hard to rank this up as long as you're playing regularly. You do these things. These 3, the 15 missions, the 30 Eximus, and the 500 enemies repeat all the time. That by itself is 13,500. There's usually at least one other mission that we can do. Probably 20,000 to 30,000 every week, no problem. And there's only 30 ranks. Okay, so 10 weeks at 2 a week, 3 a week. At 2 a week, you can do this in 15 weeks. Okay, that might be pushing it a little bit in terms of the being able to get to the very end of this because I think it changes every 3 months, but it might be every 4 months. It's hard to say. I would have to go look at the history of Nora's mixes. So we know the next one's happening in 5 days, and then we'll have a whole new Nora's mix. All new rewards, all new credits, all new everything. So we'll see you then.
Let's get back.
I'm going to go and take a quick look at my foundry, make sure that I'm not waiting on anything. Oh, I can claim this cipher, and I will. And I'll build it, another cipher. And I will claim this forma. I do not have another forma blueprint, so I would recommend building a forma anytime you have a chance of building a forma, because by the late game, you're going to want as much forma as you can get. So we have 2 days and 22 hours for Frost to be available. That will probably be, let's see, this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sometime Friday evening at around 8 o'clock, looks like. We will have Frost. And at that point, I'm going to show you how to mod a Warframe for a specific thing. Frost is good for defense. And mobile defense, for that matter. So we're going to go into a phase here where I'm going to get you Warframes. We are going to mod them for specific uses, and we're going to show you how to get them and how to use them. So that's part of Act 3. There's a whole lot of things to do in Act 3. Act 3 is just, there's so much stuff before we get to the new war. And we could rush our way to the new war, but we're not going to. We're going to take our time. I'm going to claim another one of these because I like to have at least 10 ciphers at all times. At some point, I'm going to have to get the 10x cipher thing and start getting up to 50, which is what I usually carry on me. But I don't have enough stuff for that yet. So we'll get there. And this is Steve. I'm going to sign off now. And have a good night, Tenno. It's been fun.